Good morning. This is Navin-Chandra Naidu again, federal tribal judge for the Yamasee Muskogee, the Washita, the Cherokee Nation of Indians, and the United Cherokee Republic of North America, Royal Borneo Nations, and the Sultanate of Sulu in the Philippines. Today, we're going to talk about tribal organizations. We're going to talk about who indigenous people are in the matrix of American politics. We're going to talk about the nature, the substance, and the essence of Aboriginal people in America. Sometimes they are called indigenous people, sometimes they're called Native Americans, sometimes they're called American Indians. Well, ethnologically, I am an FBI, a full-blooded Indian, because we Naidus are from India. My father and mother are from India. So I'm an Indian. The Navajo, the Apache, the Cherokee, they are Native Americans. Pedro de Soto arrived in 1492. Oh, by the way, Pedro de Soto is the real name of Christopher Columbus, the murderer. Right? If you read books of antiquity which talk about what he did to the native people, you wouldn't even want to celebrate Columbus Day anymore. This murderer, that's what he was. And there is another fella, Amerigo Vespucci. Now, he's a guy who apparently found the North American continent. And the North American continent is named after him. Now, this guy, Amerigo Vespucci, considered the Native Americans, the indigenous people here, savages, brutes, evil people, devil worshippers. You know, he in fact said that they were better dead than alive, so that the European could come and occupy and settle the land. And we've called this country after that guy, Amerigo Vespucci. I want you to think about that for a while. We Native Americans, we consider it Turtle Island. So I don't care what they want to call it politically, it is still Turtle Island. But anyway, coming back to who are these people? These people belong to a certain powerful level of spiritual consciousness. See, all of nature speaks of a grand design, a supreme being, a God, a Jehovah, an Allah, a Brahma, whatever name you want to call it. God is not going to be upset if you call God by a different name. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, brothers are killing brothers because each calls God with a different name. He was talking about the Hindu-Muslim conflict in India when the British were asked to leave. So the Native American, like all other indigenous people, they belong to a particular consciousness. When the American government tried to acclimate them or acculturate them or assimilate them into American society, what you're saying is, leave your belief systems behind and become one of us. Now, a Native American, a real Native American, will never do that. You are trying to divorce a Native American's belief system, and you're trying to inculcate and inundate his consciousness with something that he does not believe in. Now, if you're a non-vegetarian, and if you're a meat eater, and if I come and tell you, no, you got to live only on vegetarian food or you're going to die. You rather die than change your diet. So that's the same thing with a Native American. You don't bring him into modern day America. You don't bring him into Christianity. While saying that we have freedom of religion. Well, if freedom of religion is real, why did you force Christianity on the Native American?